tank picks are coming up. So what do you think? You think we're going to
Wonderful.
have them run as heavy as one TC did, or you think we're going to see a little
I
bit more of a
gee, on
mobile lineup?
defense right now, I'm seeing a lot of teams load up because it's just so hard to eat through all that armor and alpha.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
It always is, but I I still prefer a little bit more of a mobile lineup. I like my brawlers, but I also like my flankers, and I feel like kind of
I
lose a little
feel
bit of that, right?
I feel on Himmels you need at least a 50B.
Yeah,
Maybe a CS would work. Just something that can get around the map when you need it. A CS 63 would probably have been a really good pick for the Hill also last game or in that last match.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Good rate of fire, good pin.
And that thing can move.
Oh gosh, can
Yeah.
it move?
Looks like 12 Panzer ready to up. I don't know. I feel like
Yeah,
Devin's gonna
they know
be in
what
a
they
maybe a
wanted to put
Valor
up. Well, was
for a
this their map
kill.
or
This
White
yeah,
Wolf's
this is
map?
12's map. I
Well, they
saw
know what they want. Know
I
what they
did
want.
well, I recorded a 12 Panzer match on Ghost Town, but that was encounter, so I was to say, but that's gonna be completely different with NBA.
Yeah, but like I said, this kind of goes back to like what just the slight change in the meta that we've been seeing. On defense, throwing in those type fives and those heavy. And we talked about the IS4 even having that little buff, and we saw that used very effectively um, uh, by 1TC. Um, so let's
Well, it's
see if
just
we see the same.
making everything better a little at a time. I know some people, like I see in the main What server, a lot of people aren't happy with the IS4 buff that the IS4 got, or not the IS4, the E4. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
can't talk tonight. Um, I played the E4 before. I played it after. It does have better armor now, but to experienced players that know how to pin tanks, it to
Sure.
me it doesn't matter. I mean,
I don't think it matters. I do think the little commander hatch buff, little machine gun port, was needed for the tank, honestly, because I just think the power creep in general in the game um, and knowledge has made that tank. It was pretty susceptible. But like you said, if you know what you're doing, you can still take that tank out pretty quickly.
yeah, very quickly.
I think for the less experienced, or maybe in a lower tier pub match, you're to have a little bit more trouble, or maybe you're to get that one ricochet off that machine gun port that you normally wouldn't expect. I mean, it was pretty much an auto pin at tier 10, no matter what shot at it.
Yep. All right, here we go. First round of the 10 p.m. Eastern match. Trying to get over here, light up 12 Panzer. All right, so it looks like we got Garrett in the E4, Sages in the IS7, Dodge in the IS7, Devin in the QL, Aimless Mouse in the IS7, Bug Hub in the Machine, TK in the Machine, and Viper in the Mouse. Try to get back over to White Wolves before they scatter. Looks like Lone Killer in an IS4, Spartan in an E4, Killa in an E3, Boonsy in the IS7, Kings in the IS7, Punish Spartan in the IS4, Zombie in the IS7, Dead Death in the IS4, Angry Lime in the Panzer 7.
There you go.
Did I
And
get
you're
everybody?
seeing, I hate to say it, but you're seeing a very similar strat from 12 Panzer that we just saw in the earlier match with sending at least the two machines up. The difference is it looks like they're making a rail play.
They
If
are.
you look with where their tanks are going, this is going to be very interesting. You use those double machines with those. auto loaders to farm anything that tries to encroach on their teammates on the rails.
I mean, this is a good, White Wolf's gonna rotate. If White Wolf tries to rotate across the middle, those machines will be able to farm.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like they could be. I don't know. They're kind of toying with the hill. Maybe just making sure nobody's gonna come up behind them.
Yeah. So here comes the IS-7 in the E4 or in the train station there. They should be able to get some resets, but we already got cap pressure now with Sages.
Yes, he was pushing him, man. Sages was booking into that spot.
He is keeping the defending team out of the courtyard. If the
Yo, yo, yo,
defending
but look,
team can,
sorry, but those IS4s are coming down. This is where the machine needs to start farming.
yeah, that's where, yeah,
There it
here they come.
comes.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Shots in the butt. There we go. Two. Missed
Looks like
one.
we may have missed a third. Here comes the other
Three.
machine, though. They
Ooh,
are going to
good
take
work
Lone Killer
there.
down to about half. He did get pretty lucky and bounce a couple of those shots.
He did. Devin put in a nice shot there. What was that? Oh, the E4
Oh,
slapped
yeah,
that
yeah.
IS4. This is
It
almost
does
kind of
take
a
one. They
bait strat.
do.
Like,
Oh,
it's
the
not.
machine.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm getting
yeah,
excited.
death. Yeah, I know. There's good reason to get excited. Lots
Looks
of
like
good action
Zombie
happening
gonna
everywhere.
just kind of get aggressive right here to get Sage's reset.
You have to. Oh, no, he got a reset, so he doesn't eat. Oh, he should have paid a little
Oh,
more attention to the reset. Didn't need to take all that damage.
oh, they did sneak a machine down on the B cap, so they're gonna start splitting White Wolves around here. Zombie
It's going to
trying to
make it
focus that
really tough.
IS-7, but Zombie is gonna go down here. Both machines have pushed down on cap now. It's like Bug Hub gonna try to focus out the Panzer 7, get some shots into him.
And
Looks like
run.
he's on reload, gonna switch out with Ninja. Ninja taking the shots now. This is good. They're pulling 3 tanks back.
Back with two. That's a good trade, but I think they lost the mouse on cap. But the mouse died kind of in a maybe a good position there for Sages.
Yeah, he does have. I mean, he could even go to the left a little more and just squeeze right in there and be completely
I
protected.
see. I would run Garrett with 20 seconds left on the clock, and I'd push him onto the cap now, and probably dodge also.
Yeah, just throw them all on
Just
there.
throw everything on there. That puts tons of pressure to make your shots, and you'll beat the reload of the E4.
Yep. Yeah,
Now
I got to give it
everything's
to these
reset.
machines too. These machines got over here. They kept 3 tanks busy, and TK is still alive, putting
He's
in
still
damage.
alive. He's still grinding
He's
against
still
three
he's still over
tanks.
there on one shot, but he is
Here
getting
comes the
another
push.
clip
Okay,
in.
so here comes. They're getting more tanks on cap, and this is the right move by 12 Panzer. But I got to hand it. Punish Spartan is doing some great work back there on no health, and so is Killer Crane getting resets with the E3 and the E4. So hats off to those guys keeping them in this game.
Yep. It's a good move right here. Pull dodge right up in behind there. Yep. Get him on
Nice.
cap. They do get another small little
Oh,
reset, but oh, punished.
13 seconds. So now it's really up to Killer Crane to get a reset here.
I
Can
mean,
he
at this
do it?
point right now, they're gonna need a big reset, and Sages is completely tucked away. He is hidden. They're not gonna get it.
Oh, what a good game, though. Wow. I was impressed with both teams on that one. Both Panzer takes it, but boy, they had to earn it. They earned it
They had to
from
fight for it.
White Wolves put up a hell of a battle. Let's go to the scores. Take a look over here on the White Wolf side. Legendary King in the IS-7 putting up 33-23. Great turnout there. And like I said, Punish Spartan sitting back there in that train station in the E4, putting up 32-85 and blocking 32-40. So that's just a monster game. Great job there, Punish, keeping White Wolves in that game till the very end. Zombie in the IS-7 put up a grand. And Crane almost got to a grand there as well. Unfortunately, for some of the other White Wolves players, poor Lone down there, he got kind of focused out by those machines before he even made the turn. Um, Over on the 12 Panzer side, really nice damage spread. Devon in the QL, 36-67. Great game in the QL. And boy, look at those machines. I love it when you run two auto loaders and they both have about the same damage. And look at that, 25 and 25. Those machines were farming, and that play, like you said, down on the AB cap, AB line, pulling those three tanks away. I think that was probably the strategic turning point of this match. Finally, Garrett in the E4 putting up 2388, and IS7's doing some work, putting up each over a grand there, or 12 Panzer. Really nice game.
Nice. What you love to see.
Hey, I'll take a game like that. Nail biter. Good back and forth. That was not a romp. Like I said, 12 Panzer had to fight, scratch, claw, kick to get that win from White Wolves.
All right, let's see
White,
what they have. See what they have for defense planned out for 12 Panzer here.
yeah, and like both these teams have been around. They have very veteran players. Their strats are solid. You don't see any sloppy gameplay. Um, yeah, like it.
Hmm. I have no idea what that notification just was, but it threw me off a little bit.
It looks like, and one thing you see now, 12 Panzer had all its tanks up really quick at the beginning of that match, and they came out really strong. And then you see now White Wolves has all its tanks up. They know what they want, and they're ready to go.
See, like ever since they put in blind pig, you see the premium tanks come up gold, and now I'm thinking like, what are they gonna run? Are they gonna run QLs, keep them down low?
Mm-hmm.
Or are they gonna run maybe a Valor, put it up top, let it try to farm?
Yeah, you
I
got
don't
lots
know.
of
This is what
options,
I
or even the Panzer. What do you call it?
oh
It's not the Valor. It's
the
not the
Panzer
Panzer Seven.
Seven with
The VK 72.
the E100 gun.
Yeah.
It's kind of what kills me about blind pick too. Like I want to know what the tanks are now. Real quick before I forget, the raffle is still going, guys. Do not forget. I am on a delay, but there's about probably gonna be about 20 minutes left by the time this comes over stream to get your exclamation point raffle in the chat to sign up for that giveaway.
Yeah, and two great tanks.
So make sure you get that put in. I don't know. They didn't start a timer in chat. I don't know how long we got left for these tank
Yeah,
picks,
yeah.
but
I don't think on the you run a timer. I'm not familiar with the
I
rules of.
would. Well,
Yeah,
it's
just
it's option. It's really just I guess team or mod's discretion if they want to run the timer or not. Because AMD and 1TC they didn't run a timer, but they were just throwing their tank picks up and going. They were not playing
which
around.
is
They wanted
great.
to fight
I
each
love
other.
that. Yeah. We just need one more tank from 12 Panzer, and then we're ready to rock.
Come on, 12P.
There it is. There it is.
Let's do it.
Go fight.
All right, over on the 12 Panthers, since I'm just right here, Sage is in that E4, codename Matrix in the QL, Miles, Viper running the Miles. TK Ninja back in the machine. Garrett in the Super Conk. Aimless Mouse in the Super Conk. Dev in that QL, and Bug Hub in a Kron this time. Kron is an interesting pick.
Yeah,
Probably definitely going to be in a window.
for sure.
Fly cross. Punish Spartan in E4. Lone Killer in the QL. Angry Lime in that Panzer 7. Boons in the I-7. Slacker in the I-7. Oh, WSL coming out in the Sturm Tiger.
Beast in the
Day of Death in
Sturm.
the QL. And Zombie in the
Where's
I-7.
that Sturm going? I want to see
He's
someone get
going. I'm
hit with
calling it right
that.
now. The way they're going, they're going to put him back KJ12. Feel like that's where he's going. It looks like they're going to do a 1-2 push, just like White Wolves or 12 Panzer did.
Got it, got it, got it. I like that, and here's a little bit of a difference. They're bringing a little bit more speed with the double QLs, the double IS7s. Um, excuse me, three IS7s and double
Yep.
QLs. So this is going to be very speedy. They're going to group up here, right here at like about K2.
But look
Uh,
back. They're going to know. Look, 12 Panzer is pushing the hill. They're going to know very soon.
And
They're
they're
going
going
to
to have
have to turn
shots from the
around.
top of the hill. You're right, Beaver. Oh, if that machine gets up there with the Kronvon, it's going to be almost impossible to cap.
Here comes the push from White Wolves.
Ooh, timing on this is going to be critical.
Oh, shot coming in,
Nice
bounced off
bounce there,
Zombie.
Zombie. I think he's going for that middle building right in front of the flag, which is a
Yep.
great spot. Great spot by Zombie. Lone
He
digs in
does
right on
make
the edge
it.
of the building. Gets on cap. He's protected and
Lone
angled
Slacker.
perfectly.
Believe Day of Death is on, and here comes Angry Lime
Angry
getting
Lime.
on, hiding
Oh,
behind the buildings.
good stuff, good stuff, good stuff.
All right, here comes that cross from the center.
Should be able
Now, I
to
don't know,
put shots at Lone.
Can Zombie get hit from the top? I know they're getting shots into Inferno and Killer.
Here's where they got to make the move. They got 5 seconds. They got to get a reset real quick. The problem
There they
is
go. They
that no
just got
matter
two.
what you reset,
Yeah, there's
you got to
something
hit all
right
the
there.
tanks. Now, this is what I was talking about in the first match. If
Oh,
you're
Dev
able
goes
to
down.
push into the mid court and kind of like where you see the Conquerors now getting in there, it
Yep.
really makes this strat difficult. But the tanks on the hill are on reload right now. Lone Killer goes down.
They need if Mouse baits those TDs need to take. Yep, there's good hits into Mouse. Mouse goes down.
Nice. Very good, very good. Still so close. Back and forth. Hit points are about
Oh,
even.
Slacker.
Slacker goes down.
Oh, they need to get Matrix out next.
I don't
He
think
goes
Angry
down.
Lime has been reset. I think Angry Lime in the Panzer 7, I think
Yeah, he has
hasn't been
all the
touched.
cap points right now. It looks
Needs
like
to be touched. They want to win if they want to stop this. Boonsy taking a lot of damage.
Oh.
Zombie taking lots of damage. They still have not
Boonsy goes
reset Angry Lime.
There he goes. Here it comes. Here comes the reset.
There
There's
it
the big
is.
reset. I've seen 3 shots come out of this Sturm that have hit for 85. He just splashed the miles and tracked him, and one round went into a fence and exploded. I really feel the Sturm was not a good pick right here.
Ouch. Way down on hit points now is White Wolves with just those 2 tanks there in the back. I do think the tanks getting up on the hill gave them the early resets and allowed their team to push into that courtyard position. And I want to make sure that, for the audience, that's that F2, F3. If you get into that F2, F3 gap on defense, you squash that A cap.
Punish Spartan gonna make his last stand here.
Maybe get one shot out. Maybe get one shot out. Pretty surrounded here.
I feel like They could have actually, I don't know if they have a Terran, but I feel like they could have put the Terran back there, and the Terran would have been able to camo up and stay unspotted for quite a
Ooh,
while.
and
I
have a
feel like
higher
that
rate of
would be,
fire, and
yep,
you're popping people for 950.
I
So
feel like that would have been a good spot for a Terran.
yeah. Again, another really good battle. Again, 12 Panzer taking the victory here, but it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, and I thought White Wolves came pretty darn close to snatching the victory there. Over on that White Wolf side, Angry Lime there in the Panzer 7, he was just kind of just hanging in there, and it took a while for them to figure out how to get the reset on him, but eventually they got it. He was the big damage dealer at 2794. The E4 Punished Spartan doing work in the back there, 1640. The QL, Day of Death, 1612. IS7's okay games there, putting in 1400 apiece there. Each blocking, oh, we're getting close to about a grand. Um, and then, yeah, the Sturm Tiger, unfortunately for Beast, I think, the high explosive, sometimes that just gets hung up on anything
Yep.
and you didn't quite get the damage you wanted. Maybe the Turan back there. I'm liking that call, man. Over
I
on the 12
mean,
Panther side. Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead. I was just,
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah,
Stern
on
with
the
that HE round, man. It's just,
Yeah, it's some when it hits, it's wonderful, but boy, when it
yeah.
misses, it's like, oh, it's heartbreak. E4 Sages, what a game. 5 kills, 6K damage, block 2170. Wow, what an MVP performance out of your E4. And we were just talking about all the different TDs that can be used, and there you go. E4 player putting up 6K, 5 kills, blocking 21. I don't know another TD that's going to have that game on Himmelsdorf. Garrett getting in there with that Super Conqueror, exploiting that gap there, putting in 4K. Really nice game. The Machine getting up there, TK on the hill, almost putting up 3K. Really nice game out of him. Viper and the Mouse, 1365, blocking 2680, Mouse doing mouse things. QL's both doing over a grand, plus blocking over a grand, and that's pretty good out of a QL. Aimless Mouse, unfortunately, he just had to get in there and get resets. And you know what? He didn't break over a grand, but he got two big resets that I think gave his team the time and the opportunity to get in there and win that game. So good job to Aimless Mouse and good job to 12 Panzer. We are off
Yep,
to steps.
GG's.
Wow, those were some exciting Himmelsdorf matches.
They really were. Good little brawls right there at the end.
Good
On
brawls,
both
good
on both
strats,
games.
and we saw the different strats. Both of them went for that A rail cap, and yeah, that was fun. All right, so
Oh,
steps do or die for White Wolves here. They really got to come out with something here. They've been close each time, but oh, now it's when the rubber meets the road, as they say.
sorry, just getting a couple questions in.
And
Yes,
there,
guys.
and
Any match we stream, I will always repost these onto YouTube, so you can
yeah,
always rewatch these.
you can study them.
I just got asked like what 3 different people, like, hey, are these gonna be reposted? Yes, they will be posted. You just got to give me time to get them made and get them up on YouTube. All right, what do you think? What do you think we're gonna see here?
Well, I again, this is one of those ones where I think the cap that's kind of up there in the north. I forget if that's the A or the B cap. Um, it's a tough cap to cap out. It's almost a bait cap where you want to get those tanks to push in across that field and farm them out. The cap that seems to have the best chance is actually the cap that's over there on the east side of the map in the mid, kind of out there in that field. But I think you have to be really aggressive if you want to go for that cap. Um, and probably the best strategy, I would say, if I was calling, I would say a kill all. is almost the best way to win on steps in capping.
Yeah, in the first game with the one TC, I think that's what one TC wanted to do. They just wanted to push through. The only reason they capped, the light tank ran and they couldn't chase it down. They were all in heavies.
The hard thing on defense now, the meta defense is okay. You have a bunch of tanks on the ridge line, and they kind of sit back. You give up tons of map control, and you wait for the team to make a move, and you play a lot of hull down British stuff. Um, the other way to play it is to be almost a little hyper aggressive and take one side of the map away or one cap completely away from the other team. Um, you got to be pretty skilled though in your rotations, and you have to have good vision if you want to make that move.
Mm,
But kind of like what your basic defense is, you run a little ridgeline defense, watching the north cap, and then you swing a light tank and a couple bat chats or a couple mediums down around the KJ line, fool around down there. Um,
I think
that's
that's what
pretty
we
normal.
have been seeing a lot. They'll leave some mediums down south. Light tank may push down south from the defenders, but I feel like that south, you have to win the south.
Yeah. Oh, you can't. If you lose the South, you get collapsed on, and it doesn't matter either on offense or defense. That's why the South is so critical because you can't contest or hold if you don't control the South, and you don't have to win the South. You just have to play it to a stalemate so that the other team can't flank you.
Yes, sir. All right, real quick. TK Ninja in the Chieftain, Sages in the Super Conch, Garrett in the Super Conch, Viper in a Badger, Bug Hub in a Chisel, Dodge in a Chisel, Devin in the Chieftain, and Aimless Mouse in that T100 LT. Race across the map. Oh, I wish they would fix this. All right, Lone Killer bringing out the Sturm Tiger this time. Slacker in front on the I-7, Island Beast and the Valor Booney in the RHM, Zombie in the I-7, Sabretooth Dan in a Bat Chat, Irksome and Punished Spartan also in Bat. So three bats coming out of Lot
Yeah.
Wolves this time.
Now here's what I'm talking about. Panzer is
Oh, good
playing
shot
that.
into Boonsy.
Ooh, Panzer's playing that very aggressive play on A. They've moved the chisels up, the chieftains are over the rails, and they're extending that light tank vision with aimless mouse. So they're saying, we're not giving you a cap. Not without you getting punished really, really hard for it.
Really bad.
And those three bat chats don't want to push into that.
No.
You push into two chisels and two chieftains, that's not going to go well for bat chats. Especially they're all hull down. So forget it. Let's take a look at what's happening on the other side here. Got two conquerors in that forward B position. And here comes, yeah, I think White Wolves is definitely making the play down here on
Yep.
the B cap.
Zombie does take one shot. I don't know about going low here. I feel like it is a kind of a bad
You
spot to
get
put
stuck.
yourself in because now you get stuck right there where Zombie is. Island Beast going to stay up top. Does take a big trade, one full pin, and I think a HE splash probably. Badger in a good spot, getting shots. Back on the other side, those three bats have found a light tank. Or the
I
light
think
tank
Aimless,
found
Aimless
them.
is, yeah, he's, I think he's at a bug out pretty good. I don't know why the bats are holding. I think they're trying to suck the team down into this B cap, but 12 Panzer's not going for it.
So Panzer
Has Lone
already.
popped anybody with that Sturm up there yet?
I have not noticed him shoot yet. Um, But I did just realize TK Ninja has already came back from the rotation. I don't know. I have the Sturm. I've played it a few times. I don't know how good the view range is in it. It looks like he's having to move up a little bit, maybe looking for more shots.
Plus, those are tough shots. I get again against Super Conquerors. They have those nice little heat shields. turrets are trolly as heck. Ooh, there's a
I'd
big
say that
shot.
was a
That
good
might even hit him
flip.
right there.
Yep.
674. So the tank ate a little bit, but that's still good damage there by Lone.
I feel like I know I said something about I feel like they should have went with a better option in the Sturm last game, but I think the Sturm works here
Mm-hmm.
because this is more of a hold down. You're not going to be hitting fences. You're
Yeah.
going to want to splash those turrets here.
I do like how they've rotated the Badger down low to counter the double IS-7s. That rate of fire and just trolliness.
Ooh.
This is a great switch. And for those of you that are into really thinking about the strategies here, you got one TD holding off two IS-7s right now. That's a
Yep.
good defensive move.
Not sure what Wolves is trying to do with these bats over here, but they are kind of getting surrounded a little bit.
If the bats do anything, the bats have to jump in there and jump on it quick. The problem is that they're allowing the chisels and the
Yeah,
chieftains to kind of cinch up, and now Sabretooth Dan is down to a one shot. He should be really trying to protect his hit points right now, not
Chieftain
diving
just going
in.
to push him. Bucko. Oh, the bat chat with a bounce.
Putting in some good shots. Sabretooth Dan
It's like
goes
the bats
down.
are going to go in here and try to clip out now.
Got to get Bug. Bug Hub has to go down.
Ooh, 12 Panzer
Oh,
not missing
again.
their shots.
And you just
Oh, come on,
the
get
rate of
Bug.
fire. Ooh, chieftains and chisels. Those are just tough tanks. For bat chats, anyways. Back over here on that A cap, it looks like they got Garrett and one of the super conquerors down. Here comes a little mini push down here on the bottom with the IS-7s.
It's like
Lone
they're
has
going to
dropped
try to get
down
that
to the
Badger out.
line to counter the Badger. Popped
Ooh.
in a 543 shot, but I think the call by Inferno and Zombie is to go get that Badger out.
Yep.
But now the
Ooh.
rotation is coming. The chieftains are coming over. The chisel is coming over. It's probably a little too late for. They got Badger goes down, so good job there by
Yep.
Zombie and Inferno with the help of Lone Killer down there. Fortunately, Beast goes
Ooh.
down in the Valor, and now those tanks are all caught down low.
Yeah, this is why I hate going low on steps. I learned this a long time ago not to go
Yeah,
low.
yeah. I don't mind one tank to maybe pull. Like again, if your goal is to pull a tank off the ridge line down there, it's a one for one trade. But White Wolves put two tanks down there being held off by one tank. And that's where I don't think that's always the best move. Okay, let's take a look at these scores here. Hey, look at Lone. Lone there in the Strum Tiger, um, putting up 2K damage. So he did some good work there, throwing that around. And like you said, Beaver, I think that's a much better map for that tank, and Lone definitely proved it. Beast there in the Valor, putting up 13-17, uh, fighting hard till the end. Slacker and Zombie, each over a K there, doing some good blocking. You know, the IS-7 doing what the IS-7 does, 1360 blocking. Those bat chats, though, unfortunately for White Wolves, they just couldn't. I mean, you got bat chats all under 1K. I don't know if that's what you're going to consider the best you can get out of bat chats there. So those bat chats, unfortunately, just ran into a buzzsaw, in my opinion. Look at that Badger, though. So here's the battle of the TDs. On one side, you have that Sturm Tiger putting up 2K, but look at this Badger. This Badger's putting up 33.95. Really nice game out of Viper there, blocking almost a K in damage. Those chisels, oh, don't ever forget about the chisel in comp, kids. Uh, 3K right there out of Dodge and his chisel. Other chisel put up 1361. Aimless Mouse had a really nice game in the LT. 3 kills, 2,300 damage. Super game in an LT. Honk's doing work there. Garrett in his putting up just about 2K, blocking about a K. The Chieftain, Devin doing 1677. Nice game there. The other Chieftain, almost 1700 damage. Um, so, really good stuff all the way across the board. And again, one thing about tonight we saw with both of the winning teams, both 1TC and 12 Panzer tonight, great damage spreads by the team.
It's very consistent, very consistent. All right, guys. Well, congratulations to 12 Panzer for that win.
Yeah, so
Big
what, they
thanks to
took a 3-0?
everybody. 3-0.
Wow.
They came out fighting, man.
They did, but
Uh,
White Wolves didn't make it easy for them.
no, White Wolves definitely did not make it easy on Himmels. They wanted to make them work for it. They made them work for it. All right, guys. So before we go, the raffle is over, and we're gonna pick a winner to see who wins. Let's see. Hit a couple little magic buttons over here. The winner is
Magic
Lone
buttons.
Killer.
Boom! Nice.
Lone Killer, you are the
Congratulations.
winner. I think I have Lone Killer on Xbox, so I will get you added in just a few minutes, and I will get your prizes sent out to you.
Congratulations, man.
So congratulations, and I guess that's going to be it for tonight. Um, we will be back with another stream. I believe it is on the 27th. We're going to
27th.
do
Okay.
another 2 hour time block of
Perfect.
ITW, and we'll see. I think I've got a semi-pro team. They've already asked for a time slot, so I will probably wait a little closer to time, and then I will get some matches scheduled for the 27th.
Beautiful. Looking forward to it.
But that's gonna do it for us, guys. Thank you for everybody watching. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hopefully we'll have another raffle in 2 weeks and see who comes out to hang out with us and who wants to come out and fight.
All right. Mark it on your calendar.